And check out the Comic Outlaw on YouTube. Drop us a like, hit us up, and let us know what you want to see. But right now, we're going to let it roll, baby, roll. Fantastic Four, number 4. And it's the return of someone that you may not know of existed back in the 40s and fought with Captain America. Submariner is back. But is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? We'll find out, won't we? Now, the Fantastic Four and the Coming of Submariner, classic issue. Oh, so cool. Now, we're starting off. Thing and the Human Torch have been having a little fight. They've been arguing over time. And this is just because, the Human Torch is a smartass that makes fun of Thing for being ugly. And, Thing's just a grumpy bastard. So they're trying to figure it out. And basically, they're just going over what has happened over the last few issues, what they've been arguing over. And they start the search. And this is very cool. The Invisible Woman, or girl, whatever you want to call her at this point, she's sitting there sipping a soda, and the guy doesn't realize that she's there because she's invisible, and he's just tripping out because the soda is just disappearing from the cup. And Reed begins asking bikers and cyclists, because that's Storm's thing, he's a mechanic, and he kind of unceremoniously grabs this guy, surprises the hell out of him, and just starts interrogating him. I mean, there are better ways to do that, Mr. Fantastic. Jeez. Anyways, the Human Torch is in his garage, doing what he does, working on cars. Thing, of course, is the one that ends up finding him, and he decides to knock Benjamin Grimm style. Boom. And, of course, they're still arguing. He tells him to stop his flaming or he's going to throw the car on him. And, of course, Thing just throws the car anyways. It's kind of funny. This repeats in the original Fantastic Four movie they did a while back with that Fox did in the 2000s. Kind of funny. But, as Thing's about to crush him, he turns back into his human form. And this shift happens a little bit more as it goes on. It's very fascinating. And Storm takes off to his neighborhood. He's in a homeless shelter right now. He's reading an old Submariner comic because, like I said, back in the day, he did fight with Captain America and a team called the Invaders, I do believe, with another member, Union Jack, and a few other people. But these homeless people are going up to this bearded man. They're asking him to tear a phone book. And, he tells them to back off, and a fight ensues, and he's just wrecking all of them. And he's taking them to school. And he's just sitting there, his memory's lost, and he's just trying to figure out who and what he is. Torch stops the other people from basically jumping on him. He shaves his beard with flame, and it reveals that he's Submariner. While the search continues. I mean, keep in mind, there's no text messaging, no internet. TV is kind of at this time. I mean, they have to do it the old-fashioned way. And when you can stretch like Mr. Fantastic, it makes it a little easier. Of course, Susan's invisible. She's going around looking for him. And, of course, Torch has his own plans. He grabs Submariner because he really believes it's him and throws him in the ocean. And he thinks, he could always save him if it's not him. But Submariner realizes who he is. And then he does the biggest heel turn. And turns around and says that he's going to destroy the Earth, destroy the humans for all the damage they've done, and that he will be their reckoning. And all the other members of the Fantastic Four, Torch sends up a little signal. They get in that cool Fantastic Four car and they start cruising over there. But little do they know they're too late. Submariner has awakened. And boy, is he in a bad mood. He goes and resurrects this giant sea monster that has apparently been slumbering since he lost his memory. And the creature awakens. And yet another giant monster appears. It was the theme back in the old days, giant monsters come, destroy city. The military is doing what they can, basically pointing whatever big gun they have at it and just letting it rip. And the Fantastic Four are trying to figure out a way to stop it as well. And Submariner is actually controlling this creature through this gigantic horn. And he'll follow him anywhere as long as he's playing the horn. So he comes down to the sea. He starts wrecking the land, and Thing has an idea. He's going to strap a nuclear weapon, an atom bomb, yup, onto himself, go between its teeth, slip inside of it, and detonate the bomb. Whew! I don't know if that's Death Wish or just plain ballsy, but we'll find out. And Thing is traveling the insides of this creature. It kind of looks like a giant cave. Well, he comes across all kinds of other weird creatures that it's eaten, or parasites, or whatever you want to call it, that's inside the creature, and he starts battling them, drops the bomb off, and runs for his life as a bomb explodes inside the creature. And it's kind of enough to sort of stop it. And Thing's basically spent at this point. The force kind of knocked him out, and Submariner is about to play the horn again to see if he could wake it up or bring something else to the surface. Invisible Woman runs off with it. He grabs her, and man, he is just smitten. And this affair will last a good while. And she goes, I will be your bride if you stop. And he goes, what? You know what kind of honor it is to be my bride? I love Submariner. They're so arrogant. Oh, man, it's good to be king. And he just starts fighting Fantastic Four. He's wrecking them. Torch gets an idea. He flames on and spins around and spins around and spins around and lifts both him and Namor up and drops them in the ocean. What can I say? Comics, y'all. There's the only explanation for that. And then they give him the warning that if he ever returns, the Fantastic Four will stop him. What will happen the next time? Well, I'll catch you on the flip side, and we'll find out, won't we? Later.